And with the opening of the school year just around the corner, let's find out how to cut down on back-to-school expenses. And to help us out with that, we have with us here registered financial planner Jog Bondoc. Good morning, Jessie.
Good morning. Thanks for having me here.
Yes, so wow, it's school time again,
Yes.
well, almost coming up. And what are the most common mistakes that parents usually do that leads to overspending?
Well, the number one thing that parents should not do is not come up with a list, okay, on the things that they need to shop when the school year begins. And probably this is the single most exciting part for children going back to school is to shop for their new clothes, new school supplies, pencil cases, pencils, and ball pens. But parents should avoid emotional buys, okay? They should not panic when doing shopping. So they have to come with a checklist, okay? Before this, approximately a couple of months before the school year starts. Our advice is at least 6 months before the school year starts, you have to come up with the list. So what you can do is you can spread out your expenses. Do not buy it all at once. And you have to buy off-season. Let's say December is an off-season, January is an off-season, instead of buying this time of the year where prices are more expensive.
So definitely right before the school year starts, the prices go up.
Yes.
So just buy way ahead of time and you
Exactly.
can save money.
Yes.
And also avoid binge shopping.
Yes.
Okay, stick to a list.
Yes.
Okay, now tuition. What is the smartest way to pay tuition? Because you have different options, the quarterly, the yearly. What is your recommendation and why?
Well, the advice is if you can, you pay the amount in full, okay, all at once, because you get discounts. It can range from between 5 to 20%. So some parents might wonder why in full, and it might be challenging for them to cash out a huge amount during tuition fee payment. But the thing is, what we ask parents to do is they have to plan ahead and include that education expense, that tuition fee, in their monthly budget. So if this school year, let's say 2014 June would start, you have to plan ahead 2013 of June or July. Okay, let's say the tuition fee is 60,000 pesos. You divide it by 12 months, that's 5,000. You save monthly 5,000. So when the next school year arrives, you have the 60,000 tuition fee to pay off your kids' education. And you get the big discount.
Yes, that's
There.
important. You
Yes.
can say 10%, 20%.
20% is
in
a
some
big amount.
schools.
It's a huge amount that you can allocate to another need of your child.
That's true. That could actually buy the school supplies.
Uniforms, school supplies, yes.
Right. And now
Books.
speaking of uniforms, how many sets of uniforms does a child need? What would you suggest?
Well, I would suggest you buy 5, okay, for the whole week.
Okay.
Okay. Some parents would buy 3, 2. They would just wash the clothes daily and try to press it. But remember, there is a cost when you do pressing the electricity bill. And according to Meralco, if you do your pressing all at once, you can save a lot with your electric bill. So instead of doing the pressing daily, the washing daily, do it all at once during weekend.
Okay, so you can actually save money on electricity
bill,
by, avoiding, well, not really making plancha or like
and washing the
pressing
clothes daily.
or washing
Yes.
daily.
Yes.
So the more uniforms, the better.
And also, if you have other kids that go to the same school, then there are more chances of doing hand-me-down the next year to the younger sibling.
Right,
So you can save on uniforms the next year.
Right, and the wear and tear won't be as bad also
Exactly,
if you have
yes.
one every day.
Yes.
Now, what about transportation? What is the cheapest mode of transportation? Is it better to carpool or or take the school bus instead of commuting or picking up your kids personally, picking up and dropping off your kids at school?
Yeah, if you can do a carpool, it's better. But if carpool is not an option, then you can opt for school buses. Okay, school buses would give you discounts, especially if you have several children going to the same school, riding the same bus. They could give you discount. And secondly, during rainy season, it's very difficult for children to commute. Okay, and even for us parents to pick up children. Okay, so it's better you ride the school bus, the school service. So you cut down on the cost and also for the safety of the children as well.
So financially, the school bus is the best way to
Yes,
go
it's
if
the
you
best
want to
way.
save
Yes.
money on that. Okay. And what about, again, school supplies? So what is the, because I'm sure parents out there are already planning on their school supplies. Any other tips or tricks of the trade on how to save on school
Well,
supplies?
number one, you have to be resourceful. Okay, you have to check your resources at home. Okay, most of the time, all the things that you need, especially school supplies, are available inside the home.
Okay.
You have to learn how to recycle, and you have to involve the kids. Okay, you have to be creative in doing your recycling. Probably you can ask your children, okay, let's do a scavenger hunt. Okay, let's find your old school supplies and let's design it. Okay, put some stickers on it, personalized it. So kids will be more excited in doing and being resourceful in getting those old school supplies instead of buying new ones.
Right.
And secondly, probably you can organize a school supply swapping with other parents, right? Let's say I have an old book that might be useful to your child the next school year, then I can swap it to, let's say, a lunch box or a pencil case.
Right, yeah, that's smart. That's smart because if you have friends or relatives who have kids that are a bit older,
Yes.
who also go to the same school, then you can have that arrangement
yes.
with them. Okay, and then another thing, school bags, lunch boxes, those things can get, and shoes.
Shoes,
They
yeah.
can get pretty expensive.
Right. But these are the things that you really need to invest on. Okay. You have to do not buy cheap ones. You have to find good quality shoes and bags.
Right.
Okay. You might be buying cheaper shoes, but come December or the middle of the school year, again,
You're gonna have
buying
to buy
a new
another one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the things that you need to invest on because this can really be used for several years.
Right, right. That's true because if you buy good quality ones, you know it will last you the whole
Exactly.
year, and you don't
And
have
it can
to worry
last you
about it.
probably the next school year as
Even
well.
to the next school
Yes.
year. Exactly, right. Any other tips, Jessie, for parents out there who do want to save money for this upcoming school year?
Well, again, the number one thing is you have to come up with a good list. Okay, list down all the things that you need before the school year starts. Okay. Secondly, come up with a budget. Include school expenses on your monthly budget. Okay, so your expenses could be spread out. And third, you shop off season.
Okay, yes, I will definitely keep that
Oh, and
in
lastly,
mind.
recycle and reuse.
Recycle and reuse.
Yes.
That's also good for the environment.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much, Jessie.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me here.
And thanks for coming in. That was Jog Bondoc. He's a registered financial planner. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.